What's up, guys? ArtistVersion1 here. As you can tell from the title, we're doing something I don't really do that much anymore, and something I don't do very often anymore, and that is a DVD update, of course. And you guys know how I do on DVD updates lately. I just have like a bunch of shit that like I have like over the past, like, oh god, it has to be at least 8 months that like I've picked up in like thrift stores and such like that. But before we get to that, of course, I got to talk about some of the stuff in the description down below. The first thing being the Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. You guys want to help a brother out, request a video. You guys want to fund a video or something like that. Andrew's done a couple of those in the past, plus a couple other people who used to pay for some storytime vids and some mukbangs and shit like that. So if you guys want to do that, let me know. We'll work something out. Also in the description down below is a Teespring link where you can get yourself an artist t-shirt. No one ever uses it, but hey, it's there. And also down there are our fine sponsors that help us out. The first one being repsports.com, who have a wide variety of products, including Ray's Energy Drink. And I've been telling people down there, hey, if you click that link, you're going to get a free 4-pack. But I've been lying my ass off to you. Because not only are you going to get a free 4-pack of Ray's Energy Drink, you're going to get 2 packs of Ray's on the go. You're going to get 2 packs of the Rep Sports Hyper Sleep, put you down for a nice good night's sleep, and 4 packs of the Ray's Broken Arrow pre-workout. And if that wasn't enough for you, I'm going to throw in a $10 gift card just for shiggles. All you got to do is pay for the shipping, and that $10 gift card takes care of that. So you're pretty much getting it for free, you know? And of course, we got to mention hardtofindtv.com and their sister site, fanmadedvd.com. Use checkout code ARTIST and save 15%. And of course, we got to mention moviesarusa.com, who have been very friendly with the artists lately, sending over great titles such as WandaVision, Boss Level, Song of the South, and even Fast 9, the Fast Saga. And if you want any of those titles, you can head on over to moviesarusa.net and save 50% on your purchase by using the code 3-way. That's right, 3-way, which is the podcast checkout code. Not the number, but the word. All right, with all that out the way, let's go ahead and show you guys what I've bought here. And I've got a wide variety of stuff here, plus a format that I've never even shown on this channel before. I've always heard of these, and I finally bought 2 of them because we finally have a Goodwill outlet here in Cedar Rapids. For those of you who don't have a Goodwill outlet, what a Goodwill outlet is, instead of going to Goodwill and buying stuff per item, they put everything in a bin and you buy it per pound. You know, the only bad thing is there's no guarantee on shit that's going to work, all this stuff. But I found a video format that you don't really see a lot. It's mainly used overseas. Like, it's mainly used in China and Malaysia and Bangkok. Not Bangkok, I'm sorry. Well, technically Bangkok, but Thailand. That's what I was trying to say. It's mainly used over, I wouldn't say mainly, but it's used over there quite a bit. And that is VCD, video CDs. So there was a box of them at Goodwill Outlet. Had a whole bunch of movies in them. But I was like, you know, I'm only going to buy 2 just in case, because they're supposed to work in DVD players. I have yet to try one. But the first one I got was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the 2003 version, right here. And all the movies that I saw were like 2-disc sets. So there's 1, there's 2, and there are no special features or anything like that. That's just how the movies are. Why does it say Focus Features on the back? Was Focus Features a part of this? Okay, I don't think that's right. But Focus Features is not a part of that. Yeah, because that's Universal. That doesn't make any sense. Anyway. And the other one here is a movie that, like, I think I have on VHS somewhere. But I've been trying to find a DVD of it, but lately, I think, don't quote me on this one, but I think the DVD is out of print. And whenever I come across it in the thrift stores, I swear to God, every time I open the case to check the disc is either not there or it's a different movie. So I bought it on VCD. Maybe it'll work. And that is Sugar and Spice with Mina Savino, Marla Skokoff. What happened to Marla Skokoff, man? She was awesome. Somebody else in here, too. Marley Shelton's in here. But again, a 2-disc set right there. But VCD, I have yet to pop these in to see if they work. Let me see if it has the right movie companies on the back and such. It doesn't. Okay. Well, it has the company who made the VCD, but it doesn't have New Line or anything back here, which is weird. This one has New Line, but it also has Focus Features, which, I mean, I guess I got to do some more research on that because I don't remember Focus Features being a part of that, you know. And another one I bought at Goodwill here. I only bought this just for the story. And I bought a sealed copy of Rocky 3 on VHS. And the reason why I bought it was because on the back is a receipt from the Best Buy up the street. But it's dated 12/31/1995. So they bought this on New Year's Eve 1995. They actually bought 2 video cassettes. But this one right here, it was $14.97, but apparently it must have been on sale for $12.97 because that's the price they got for it and everything. So I just thought it was really cool that this lasted this long, especially in a Goodwill outlet, because if normally in a Goodwill outlet, this right here would not have lasted any time. So I thought that was really cool to find. All right, and speaking of the Goodwill outlet, I found all of these. Well, no, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me strike that. Oh, no. That's true. You know what? We'll do those later. We'll do that one next. This one right here, I was watching a lot of their clips on Facebook. They were popping up in my feed for some reason. And I thought they were really funny. So I started watching the show on HBO Max. But it was censored. And it was really kind of taking me out of the show because I was just like, man, it's censored and shit. And I'm on HBO Max. Why am I watching a show on HBO Max that is censored? It was really kind of, pissing me off. So, I looked up to see if the DVDs were uncensored, and it was. So I went ahead and bought the DVD, and that is Key and Peele, the complete series there. I've only made it to season 2 thus far. Not because it wasn't bad or anything, it's just because I just slack off and such like that. But from what I've seen of this, it is really, really funny. This next one here, this one, oh man, this one's weird, man. I was looking at Goodwill, and I saw the side of it. I saw, because all the movies are set up, like this, So I saw the side of it, and I was just like, whoa, that's different. You don't see that. I have it, but it was just really weird because it was in a snapper case. And it's even weirder here. I'll just talk more about it in a second. It's a Problem Child in a snapper case, And I was like, wow, that's just really weird that Problem Child's in a snapper case. I didn't know there was a snapper case version of this. I know that Universal Pictures did have some snapper case, because mainly Warner Brothers stuck to the snapper case for a little bit. Universal did kind of jump on there. I've seen very, very little Universal snapper cases. I saw Weird Science one time. And that's the only one I can really think of off the top of my head. Then I was like, oh, okay, this one is Universal, because it's a Universal picture. But it's actually released by Good Times Video. Right there. And the even stranger thing about the damn thing is that even on the disc, there was no mention of Universal Pictures, about it being a Universal release or anything like that. The only time you see Universal, other than the movie, of course, is right here on the bottom. So I mainly bought it just for the fact that it was in a snapper case. I do have both of them on DVD somewhere. I bought the 2-pack that was floating around Walmart a couple of years ago. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. All right, oh God, you want to talk about weird. Now it gets even weirder a little bit, just minus the snapper case. So there's this old 80s movie that I like, and I started watching it as a kid because it used to come on HBO. They used to have I don't know, I think they still have it. They used to have HBO Family. Do they still have that? So I have all the channels, and I don't even watch them. But I used to watch HBO Family as a kid. That's how I discovered movies like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, which is totally not an HBO Family movie. But this movie used to air on there. And I used to watch it a lot, and I used to really like it. So as time went on, the advent of DVDs showed up and everything. This is one that kind of slipped through the cracks. I never bought on DVD, and it's extremely out of print now. And, it's high in price. I came across one in a thrift store one time. And I was like, oh crap, I need to get that, but it was scratched all the hell, So a couple months ago, I would say back in March, I was like, you know what, let me look that up, see if any of them are cheaper, And they had a Warner Archive one. Now you guys know Warner Archive manufactured on demand titles and such like that. It's Back to the Beach, with Frankie Avalon and Annette Funicello, plus a whole slew of other characters. I mean, Paul Rubens as Pee Wee Herman, Bob Denver, Alan Hale Jr. in his last movie ever. Lori Loughran's in it. Whole slew of other people in here. Did they mention anybody else on here? No. Oh, okay. Jerry Mathers, Tony Dowd, Don Adams, Ed Burns. That's all the names they mentioned on the back. But what's really weird about this is that it's owned by Paramount. It's still owned by Paramount Pictures. You know, it's even right here on the back. Paramount Pictures. Yet it was released through the Warner Archives, which is just really, really weird. And what's even stranger about it is that most of the only other Warner Archive DVD I own is of the Emilio Estevez movie Wisdom. Great movie, check it out. And when you pop that in, it's just you can just get the picture of the poster on the side. It says Warner Archives and play and chapters. That's it. You don't get nothing else. Okay. This doesn't even have that. It has like a different menu, and it's just this is one of the most bizarre DVDs I've ever bought. But I'm like the hell with it because I have a copy that works now. I do have the original VHS release of it as well. But, you know, who knows how long my VHS players are going to hold up. And they're kind of hard to come by these days. But Back to the Beach, really cool movie. Check it out. Next one here is, you know, this, oh, God. Man, this is like the stack of weird, man. What did I do? I did not put these together this way either. I kind of like separated some stacks, but then I did not. But when HBO Go first came out, or the one where, like, you could, like, if you had HBO, you could, like, attached to it and then you could watch all the shit on HBO. This show was on here because this was the first attempt at an HBO sitcom. So I was like, oh man, I want to watch that. And I watched a couple episodes of it and it was really funny. But ever since he had fallen out with the public, it disappeared. I think the last time I saw it was on Tubi, which is like free, you know. But I was at Half Price Books one day and they had the whole series and I got it for like $4. And that is Lucky Louie with Louis C.K. So I'm assuming that's why they threw it off HBO. It has all the HBO branding and such on here. But this is a really funny show. I've only seen a couple episodes of it, but it's really fun. It's about what you would expect from a sitcom by HBO. The pilot's funny, and it's even in a stand-up too, where he's like, "Why? Well, Daddy was high," you know. So yeah, check this out. There's even an unaired 13th episode. So yeah, check this out. It's pretty funny. Next one here, I already had a Blu-ray copy of. I just wanted a DVD of it just in case, you know, backup. And that is Tina Fey and Sisters right there. Let me take that out of the. Also has John Cena, John Leguizamo, Maya Rudolph in there. All the good people there. But yeah, mainly bought it because I have it on Blu-ray. Needed a DVD. Got it for $5. So. This next one here, I'd be surprised if anybody ever heard of. All right. This one here, you got to understand, my mom used to work for 7-Eleven when I was like a kid. So like early 90s, late 80s, you know, something that 7-Eleven did, some 7-Elevens did, is that they rented videotapes. And the one that my mom managed, you know, when they came in and told her one day, hey, we're not renting videotapes anymore, they gave her like this whole tote filled with videotapes. They're like, here, you can just take them home because we're not renting them anymore. You can just keep them. So that's how I ended up discovering a lot of movies that stay with me to this day. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, A Fish Called Wanda. That's how I discovered Hellraiser 2. That's how I discovered the movie Clue. And some of the movies in there I just kind of like experimented with. You know, like, oh, that looks okay. Let me pop that in and watch it, you know. And this was one of them. I remember watching it a couple times, and I was at Goodwill. And I just happened to see the title on the spine. And I was like, that couldn't be the same one from when I was a kid, was it? And it was. It's a 2-pack of Tim Conway movies. And I'm mainly talking about The Long Shot here, which is about horse racing. That's all I remember about it. I literally probably have not watched this movie since like 95, you know, and I've been trying to find time to watch it again. But yeah, it has Tim Conway in it. It also has Harvey Korman, Jack Weston, Ted Wass. There's also another movie in here. They went that away and that away. But I mainly got it for the long shot because I was like, wow, I'm amazed that like one of those VHS tapes that like, you know, that were in that tote as a kid that made it to DVD, because I never knew this made it to DVD until I saw this. So pretty cool. The next one here is, this is one that like, y'all gotta understand that like when I moved here and went through all my shit downstairs, I was like, I think some of my movies are missing. And it turns out one of my boxes of movies were missing. And I know that because I put a certain DVD on the top of each one to like signify which box it was. And the box that's missing was, on top was Halloween 25 Years of Terror, which is a documentary. So some movies end up missing, and sometimes I just don't feel like going down there and digging through all the movies to find it. So like if I'm at like Goodwill and they have it for like $2, and I'm like, oh man, I know I have that movie downstairs, but I don't feel like digging for it. Fuck it, $2, I'll buy it, you know? Or like if I've gone down there and looked through the boxes and shit like that and can't find it, I'll buy it again on Amazon. That happened with like Still Waiting. I was like, oh, let me buy Still Waiting. And I bought Still Waiting, and lo and behold, the next day later I found it. I was like, you're kidding me, right? But this is one of the ones that I think either went missing or I got rid of when I was selling shit. And that is the reimagining of Tin Man with Zooey Deschanel, Neil McDonough, Alan Cumming. I remember watching this when it first came out, and it was pretty cool. I just haven't watched it in a very long time, but I got it for only $2.50. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. Speaking of movies that like I have and I don't feel like going to dig for, I found this 2-pack at Goodwill, and I was just like, you know what, for $2, I'm gonna go ahead and get it. And that is Men in Black 1, Men in Black 2. So I know I have them somewhere, but I was like, for $2, I'm gonna go ahead and grab them. And I'll be damned if I'm still not missing. Oh, I must have put it back then. Huh. Okay. There was a DVD I was debating about getting at Goodwill. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. That can't be right. Yeah, I'm still missing some. What the hell? Oh, well. I know I have Pink Floyd's The Wall on DVD. This is the second time I've recorded this video over 2 days because I missed like a whole bag of videos or DVDs. But here, I'll show you this one first. I found this at the Goodwill outlet. I found this right here, which is the Power Rangers Best of the Blue Ranger. DVD has like 6 episodes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 episodes plus an interview with the Blue Ranger. So I found this, Pink Floyd's The Wall, the movie, you know, mind you, and the 10-episode arc of Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers, and I got all 3 of those for 45 cents. So it was a good deal on those. But yeah, I thought I had those out here again. So I'm not recording this 3rd time. Go to hell. I'm not doing it. This is a prime example of that thing I was just talking about. We're like, oh man, I thought I had it downstairs, but I don't feel like going to look for it. But this one I just kind of came across. I was looking for something for somebody else, and I looked at one of the boxes. I was like, oh, I'll be damned, I do have it on DVD. I thought I just had it on VHS. So it was at Goodwill for $1.88, so I went and got it. And that is Nothing to Lose with Martin Lawrence, 10 Robbins there. Pretty good flick. I mean, really nothing much I can say about this. It's actually really good. Sometimes Goodwill, you find Disney movies, and it's hit or miss. And by which I mean, you'll find like, oh my God, I found like the Platinum Edition of Beauty and the Beast, the original cartoon one. And then you open it up and it looks like some kid just like fucking threw it through a dryer. And you're like, what the fuck? You know? Or you'll find it in fairly good condition. And this one right here, I found in really good condition. So I was like, you know what? For $2, because our Goodwills around here are all $1.88. So I was like, for $1.88, I'm going to buy that. And that is Homeward Bound 1 and Homeward Bound 2 Lost in San Francisco. The movies with Sally Field and Michael J. Fox. And who plays the older dog? I always forget who plays the older dog. It's, damn it. Who is it? Can't remember. Is it Robert Redford? Is that it? I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a while. I know it's Michael J. Fox and Sally Field who play the dog and the cat. But it doesn't tell me who plays. Oh, here we go. Ralph Wayne. Oh, I was way off. I was way off on that one. I thought it was Robert Redford or something. Trying to see here. Chance. Okay, it doesn't tell me. But if that's who it is. Wait a minute. Michael J. Fox, Sally Field, and Ralph Wayne supply the voices of Chance, the American Bulldog, Sassy, and Shadow. Okay, yeah, okay, that's it. These next three here, I found at this place we have called Stuff. This I used to have, but like I know like I lost the parts that come with it. I lost the box that comes with it. This didn't have the box with it, but I went ahead and bought it. And that is Spy Kids 3D Game Over. Had the 3D glasses in there and everything. All four of them? All three of them. Okay, you get three of them. I don't need four of them, but whatever. But you get 3 sets of 3D glasses in there. You get the 3D version plus the 2D version. I always liked Spy Kids 3D. It's the movie that got me into the series. I saw this first and then I went backwards and kind of watched them. Never watched the fourth one. Don't care. Don't, really don't. This one right here, classic horror movie. You guys love your classic horror. I know you do. I have like the original DVD release of this movie, but it has like nothing on it, just scene selection. This one they re-released with audio commentary. I believe 2 audio commentaries, right? Oh no, just 1. Okay. There's just a lot of people on it. Oh no. 1 audio commentary, new set interviews, trailer. All right, so basically just a new commentary and interviews. But I didn't have this one, so I went ahead and got it, and that is The Gate. Right there. I found it for $2.50. So that's a sweet deal right there, man. Oh, this one right here, I was actually really excited to find. You guys are not going to believe this one. This one right here, I was just looking, and like, I saw the title on the side here, which will probably give it away if you guys know music. But all I saw was The Complex Rock Tour Live. And there's only one album I know with the name The Complex. And I was like, that's not what I think it is it? And I look at the cover and I was like, oh my God, it is. And it was, it said $2.50, but it was actually 50% off, so I got it for like $1.25. And it was actually a live concert of the Blue Man Group. This is when their album, yes, they have albums. Their album, The Complex, came out right there on the back, which is a great album. Listen to The Current with Gavin Rossdale. Awesome song. But yeah, that's one thing not a lot of people really know about me, is that like I love the Blue Man Group's music. They have, I believe, 3 albums out. 3 or 4 albums out, and I've listened to them all. Phenomenal stuff here. So I can't wait to actually find time to sit down and actually watch this concert. In fact, I never got to open it up to see if the disc was okay. Probably no disc in here. Oh no, there it is. Hey, it's in there. Oh yeah, this thing's like brand new. A little scratch on the back of that one, but that can be buffed out easily. But yes, I'm a big Blue Man Group fan. I'd love to go see these guys in person. It'd be awesome. Next one here is, there's a guy I watch on YouTube called Hats Off Entertainment, which if you guys haven't seen him or anything like that, really entertaining guy. He talks in depth about some movies you really wouldn't think people would talk in depth about. But he recently did a video on this movie here. And I remember watching it again back in the day, if you get that reference, hats off to you. But I was like, oh, okay, so it was cool to watch the video on it, and then I just come across one. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to buy it. And that is Funny Farm with Chevy Chase right there. So I got to sit down and watch that again. These next ones here all come from the Goodwill outlet. And it was a good day at the Goodwill outlet, man, because like it was the first time I went when it opened. And me and my buddy Haley went, and she was with me, so I was looking at they had like just one bin of like CDs, DVDs, VHS, all that shit. Plus they had some scattered around every now and then. Well, it was a good day because they had TV shows in there. They had like complete movie series. They had wrestling DVDs. So like I bought both these wrestling DVDs just for the fact that like, hey, they had wrestling DVDs in there. And the first one being Tombstone, the history of the Undertaker, which I was just like, okay, there's not really a lot of matches on here where I'm just like, ooh, I want to watch those. I think the only one on here that really tickles my fancy is like probably Kane at WrestleMania 14. Oh, Bad Blood, that's a good one too with Shawn Michaels. But, I mean, Hulk Hogan. Oh, from 91, okay. I was like, wait a minute, from 91. But yeah, that right there. Plus, I bought this one. I almost put this one back. I actually put back 2 things, which was Charmed seasons 1 through 4, which was in one box set, which I've never seen before. But like, I don't even like Charmed. So I was like, what the hell am I buying it for? And the other one was I bought, I was going to get Super Sentai, the Japanese Power Rangers. But I was just like, I'm never going to watch it. What's the point? So, and that's how I felt about this one. But I was like, how often do you come across wrestling DVDs? So I was like, I'm going to get it. And especially like I think for all of these movies, that I'm about to show you, like the 2 wrestling ones plus the next 2, it cost me $3.45. So, Heart and Soul, the Hart Family anthology right there. And I do have all these separately, but like I kind of wanted them in one little pack here. And not only did I find them in one little pack, but they were actually in nice condition. Because that's one thing about Goodwill Outlet, you know. Like I said, you can find stuff, and even for the Goodwill store for that matter. But Goodwill Outlet, it's really, you know, I wouldn't even say hit or miss. It's mainly miss, and you'll get a hit every now and then. But all the discs were in great condition. All the discs were there. So I was like, all right, I'm going to get it. And that is the American Pie Movie 8-pack. It doesn't have the newest one, which is the 9th one, Girls Rule, which I kind of liked. But it does have those original 8. I'm not picking it up again. And the other one, which I think was the big score of the day there, when I found it, it didn't have one of the sets in it. Like it was just this right there inside the box. And let me see if I can show the box without spoiling it. It was just that inside the box. And I was like, damn, man, I wonder if I can find the other one. So I looked through the bin, and I'll be damned, there it was. So I was able to piece it together. So let me put it back together so I can show you. And I remember watching this a long time ago. I actually used to watch it like when it first came into syndication, reruns and shit like that. But I just haven't watched it since. And that is The Nanny, the complete series right there. So I was like, oh, wow, 146 episodes, 18 discs, and they're all there. I think I picked out like a couple, I looked at random discs just to see like if they were scratched or anything. And yeah, they were a little scratched, but a little buff, and it was okay. And the final 2 here, long time ago, I was at a flea market in Texas. And I just happened to catch this show out of the corner of my eye. It was a TV show. And I was reading the back of it. And it sounded pretty funny. So I asked the person, I was like, hey, how much is this? They're like a $1. I was like, oh, okay. So I bought it, went home, watched it, thought it was fucking hysterical. It was a British TV show. And it was like one of the best, it was like the funniest 6 episodes of television I've ever sat down and watched. Like, I mean, usually when you watch a first season of TV, there's going to be some misses in that season. But these 6 episodes are like straight brilliant. Okay? Well, I found out they had 4 seasons of it. You know? Eventually went out and watched them, and you know what? They're not as good as the first. They're an okay watch, but they're not as good as the first. And usually I've come across the first season a couple times while thrifting and shit like that. You never come across the other seasons. Very rare that you do. Well, I was at Goodwill one day, and I saw the green case. And I saw the spine first, and I was just like, oh, okay, that must be season 1. But then I saw the green case, and I was like, wait a minute, that's not season 1, because season 1's blue. And that show is Coupling right here. And this is the 2nd season right here. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm grabbing that. Boom. Just because it's here. So I'm walking around Goodwill looking at all this shit. And all of a sudden, boom, season 3 right there. I did try looking for season 4, even though season 4, like, even though I said like the rest of the seasons aren't that good as 1, season 4 is like completely different from the rest of the series, because this guy right here, Richard Coyle, who plays Jeff, he's like the heart and soul of the show. And she's pretty funny too, the girl who plays Jane. You can also see her in that show Leverage on TNT. But like they were like the funniest ones to show. And Jeff leaves in season 4, or series 4 as they call it. So, but it was just really cool finding these out in the wild. Because it's one thing if you go online and buy it, but like the fact that I found seasons 2 and 3 of Coupling out in the wild, amazing. So, all right, and that's it. Sorry I couldn't show you Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers and The Wall again, but I'm glad I remembered, because the ones I forgot last time were Funny Farm, The Complex, The Gate, Nothing to Lose, and Spy Kids 3D. I did a whole other video and forgot those, and I was like, oh damn, I forgot those. I got to redo it. But now I forgot The Wall, but I did get this one, Power Rangers, and I do have the 10-episode arc, which was the bridge between Turbo to Neo, which was pretty cool. No, I'm sorry, Ninja to Neo, because Neo was the bridge to Turbo. So yeah, that's all I have here to show you. Hopefully you guys like that. Check out all the stuff in the description down below. And if you like stuff like this, don't hesitate to fund the video or anything like that. Check out our sponsors. And until next time, I'm the ArtistVersion1. And remember, be breezy.